everyone, it's Ashley and today I am bringing you my graphic novel haul. I don't even know what to call this. What, just like my beginning of 2016 haul or like my mid-year graphic novel haul? I didn't buy graphic novels for like the first little bit of 2016. I actually haven't bought graphic novels in like, I want to say like 8 months, and then July hit and I bought a few and then a few turned into more than a few and now I have a haul to show you guys. So yeah, I don't know what to call this. We're just gonna call it Ashley's July graphic novel haul. So before I jump into the full-on graphic novels and or collections that I got, I'm going to quickly show you a few of the issues that I've picked up recently. First we have Radioactive Spider-Gwen issue number 9, and then we have Spider-Gwen the Annual number 1. Both of these were in my birthday book haul because they were given to me by Matt for my birthday. I will link that down below. And the next two issues I have to show you are Morning Glories issue number 49 and Morning Glories issue number 50. I have been waiting for this for so long. It was amazing. Still super confused. I know a lot more, but still super confused, but still loving it a lot. Still to this day, one of my favorite series on shelves right now. Okay, so now on to the graphic novels that I got this month. I got a total of 7 graphic novels this month. I'm so excited to show them all to you, so let's get started. First of all, we have Paper Girls, written by Brian K. Vaughan, drawn by Cliff Chang, colored by Matt Wilson, and lettered by Jared Fletcher. This is so good. Guys, I really liked it. It's not Saga. Please don't go into it expecting Saga. I don't think anyone should go into literally any graphic novel series expecting it to be Saga, because Saga is just like in a realm of its own that is just so much higher than every other graphic novel I've pretty much ever read. But if you go into this with kind of like an open mind of just like expecting kind of like weird storyline and like really well written plot, you'll really like it. I also really liked the artwork in this. It was very color based. I'm a really big fan of artwork that does each page is kind of like a color scheme, or each kind of arc is kind of like a theme based on like certain colorations. This is not a wrap up, so I'm going to stop talking about this. Anyways, I picked it up because it was written by Brian K. Vaughan and because the cover was this cover. Are you seeing this? Who wouldn't pick this up? Speaking of Brian K. Vaughan, the next graphic novel I have to show you is Saga Volume 6. This is written by Brian K. Vaughan, drawn by Fiona Staples, lettered and designed by Phonographix, and colored by Eric Stevenson. If you have not tried reading Saga yet, I'm not sure what you're doing with your life, but let me tell you that even if you are not a graphic novel reader, even if you are not nearly close to as obsessed with graphics and comics as I am or as a lot of other people are, trust me when I tell you, you should read this particular series. It's so good. It's so well developed, it's so well drawn, it's just so good. Like, just the premise of the series is just out of this world. That pun was not intended. Worked, but was not intended. So yeah, I picked this up for obvious reasons. It is the next collection of Saga. Saga is amazing. I love it so much. So yeah, Saga. Next, we have another series that I'm continuing on with Volume 4 of The Woods. Written by James Tynion IV, illustrated by Michael Dialines, sorry if I'm butchering that, colored by Josanne Gonzalez, and lettered by Ed Duckshire. If you guys haven't heard me talk about this series before, it is a really cool mixture of just like high school dynamic mixed with like the elements of Morning Glories that you love. Actually, this is a good representation. Paper Girls, for me, seemed like a really good mix of Brian K. Vaughan's awesomeness, The Woods, and a little bit of Morning Glories. And if you like Morning Glories at all, or if you're liking Paper Girls, I'd highly recommend picking this up. It's very mysterious. The coloration in this series is a lot similar to why I like Paper Girls. It's very bright and kind of like color schemed. This one, however, is just like the artwork is pretty weird, not gonna lie, and that's why I love it so much. The plotline of this series is really amazing, but I can definitely say that the main reason that I picked it up in the first place was the artwork. The artwork is just stellar. Next, we have a graphic novel by one of my favorite artists ever, and that is I Hate Fairyland by Skottie Young. This graphic was written and drawn by Skottie Young. It was colored by Jean-Francois Beaulieu, sorry if I am butchering that name as well, and the letters and design were done by Nate Picos of Blambot. I love his drawing. They're so weird and quirky and great, and I really, really liked this graphic. This follows a girl who, kind of like Alice in Wonderland, like falls through a hole in her bedroom to Fairyland, and legend says if a human comes to Fairyland, they have to go on this quest to find the key and then use the key to open the door to get back home. And it's this like foretold story of what's supposed to happen in Fairyland. As it turns out, Gert, the main character, the young girl, not so good at following the rules, not so good at finding that key. It is hilarious. Next we have the last independent comic of this graphic novel haul, and that is the second volume of Descender. Descender Volume 2 was written by Jeff Lemire, illustrated by Dustin Nugent, and lettered and designed by Steve Wands. You might recognize Jeff Lemire's name. He's written a lot of really famous graphic novels and comic series, and this is no exception. This was easily one of the top graphic novels I read in 2015, probably one of the top books I read in 2015, period. It was just so good. It's space and robots and life and like the cutest side characters. Like if you're a fan of Lion Cat, because like they're just like the coolest side character ever, you'll love this. You will love this series because it's like Lion Cat, but with a cute thing. And I don't want to spoil things for anybody, but like just highly recommend. The writing is outstanding. The artwork took a little while to get used to because it was a bit different, but I would still recommend getting used to it because the storyline is just so good. It's just so good. Next, we have Radioactive Spider-Gwen Volume 1, written by Jeff Latour, drawn by Robbie Rodriguez and Chris Visions. It was colored by Rico Renzi and lettered by VC Clayton Cowles. If you guys know anything about me, you know that I am obsessed with Spider-Man. He is my favorite superhero, and I equally love Spider-Gwen, who is brand new to the Marvel Universe, and I have been following since the very beginning. I am loving where she's headed in all of her series, and I just really wanted the bind-up of Radioactive Spider-Gwen. I've read a few of the issues, but I kind of fell behind on a few of them, so there's actually a few issues in this that I haven't read yet, which is really exciting, and I'm planning on reading it during Booktubeathon, which may or may not have already happened when I post this video. I have no idea yet. I just think the general aesthetic that they chose to go with for this comic is just super on point, and I'm very happy about it. And last but certainly not least, we have Gotham Academy Volume 1, written by Becky Cloonan and Brendan Fletcher, and the art was done by Carl Kerschel, with the epilogue and flashback art done by Minji Helen Chen, and the colors by a lot of people, wow. Geyser, Dave McKay, John Roch, Missisik, Serge Lapointe, and Mingju Helen Chen. I have wanted to pick this comic up for so long. You have no idea. I have no idea why it took me so long to pick it up, but I found it in a used bookstore recently for super cheap, and I like grabbed it pretty much immediately. I saw it and I was like, super cheap, this is fate, I'm picking it up now. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into this. I'll be sure to let you guys know what I think of it when I read it because I don't know much about it, but I've heard really good things, so I'm excited. Okay, so that is my July comic / graphic novel haul. If you have read or want to read any of these, make sure to comment down below and let me know. Also, if you want to see reviews of any of these specifically, also comment down below and let me know so that I can do that for you. And otherwise, I will see you guys soon with another video. Happy reading. Bye! Hey everyone, it's Ashley, and today I'm bringing you my Booktubeathon TBR. For those of you who don't know, the Booktubeathon takes place from July 18th till July 24th,